Hey guys, it's Angie. Well, it is the beginning of the week, so I'm going to go over what my weekly sales were for last week and give you some highlights of some of the more interesting things that I sold, as well as my lowest price item that I sold for the week. If you are new here, welcome. I've been an eBay reseller now for over 20 years, and eBay is my full-time job. If you are interested in resale content and how to be an eBay reseller, make sure you hit the subscribe button. All right, let's get right into it this week. Sales were down a little bit this week, and that's okay. Not too bad, but it was a little slow. I really contribute that, number one, to my suspension. I think my store is still not up to par, and what's happening in the world right now. People are worried about what's going on and gas prices, what's happening with Russia and the Ukraine, and so people are not buying as much. So let's see where we stood last week and show you the highlights. Sales last week were $2,261.12. That is lower than my typical goal. I really am comfortable over $2,500 in gross sales. So it's a little bit low. That just means I got to work a little bit harder this week and list more items. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so let's take a look at some of the interesting things that sold. First of all, I sold these earbuds. They're just the wireless earbuds. They're similar to the Apple kind, but these are obviously way less. I did get $24.26, but I actually gave free shipping on these. This is something I picked up at the Goodwill bins. It was just a little speaker and an amplifier in the box. I was pleasantly surprised with how much it was valued at. I sold it for $67.45, and I have about $5 into it. It sold within a few days. This was a wireless surround sound amplifier just by itself. I had this for a few weeks listed. I purchased it also at the Goodwill bins, and it sold for $24.70. Now this thing, I purchased at a yard sale last summer, I think, maybe last spring, and it has sat and sat and sat and sat and sat. Did I say it sat? It did. I had offers at the beginning for it right away, and then it sold twice and the people didn't pay. I finally took a best offer of $25. I said for parts are not working only because I have no idea if it works or not, so it is untested, but it's pretty cool, and I bet you it probably works just fine, and they received it and were happy with it, so hopefully it worked and everyone is happy. This is something I found last week. I kind of didn't know what it was, but it's like an embossing machine. It's not electric at all. It's all hand crank. I did get it all for $5 for the whole set, and it did sell for $35.95. The only problem is, of course, I'm in Florida. It went to Oregon, the absolute furthest away spot that it could go, and so I ended up losing about $5 on shipping. It was like $23 to ship it, even UPS ground, but that's okay. I was still happy with the purchase, and I made good money. Oh, I love this guy. This little target is the Bullseye Dog. I've never seen one of these. It was from 2008 Snow Globe. I did look, and there was one sold comps. That's where I came up with the price of $35. And in a matter of weeks, he sold for the full asking price of $35.05. Oh, I picked this up. It was a super nice Air Force Zippo Lighter. It had never been used. This is a good one for looking up keywords of what other people put on their listings. I knew Zippo Lighter, but saying unstruck is not something I would have known if I hadn't looked up other people's. So that's how they knew that it was new. Came in a nice case. It only sold for $15.25, but I have $1 into it. A Bible. I sell a lot of Bibles, guys, so if you see old vintage Bibles, definitely pick them up if they're in good shape. This one was 1986. It's a St. Joseph edition, and it sold $24.70. It took a while, about 6 months to sell, but you're looking for a specific buyer, and I have 50 cents into it. Parting things out. Vacuum cleaners and kitchen appliances, I love to part them out. This one was just a Bissell little tool for stairs. It sold for $34.60. So when I see vacuum parts, I definitely like to pick those up. And this actually came from my New Wave oven. It was just the dome for it. I paid $5 for the entire New Wave oven. I probably could have sold the whole thing, all the parts and everything, for about $50. But look, the dome piece only already sold for $31.45, and I have like 7 more parts that will sell, so I'll end up making way more money on this New Wave than I ever would just selling it complete. So if you ever are in doubt, part it out. I sold several pairs of shoes this week, but I just wanted to show you these ones specifically. They are Olekis. You may not be familiar with that brand, but basically they will fold down in the back so that they make them more like a slip-on shoe. They are very, very popular here in Florida and Hawaii. So if you ever see those, definitely pick them up. These ones sold for $39.46 used. I did find these really cool dance goes. I don't often see these little clog types, but they were in really nice shape and they sold for $27.68. And then I sold these kids youth Nikes. I do pick up kids shoes if they're in really nice shape. These ones were, and they sold for $31.45. This is a Timbuktu large messenger bag. I picked this up at the Goodwill bins. It was a little bit heavier, so I probably actually paid $5 for it, and it sold within 2 days for $25.16. I don't know why I didn't list it a little bit higher, because I really think I could have got it. It was a really nice bag, but I was happy for the quick flip, and it's out the door. This one I wanted to show, Sandra Roberts. It's just a little crossbody bag. You can see here it has lots of zippers. The reason I wanted to show you this one is because this is actually a vegan leather, so it's a man-made material. It used to be that everyone wanted leather bags, but nowadays a lot of people are into vegan leather or man-made materials. So in the past I might not have picked this up, but I did. I thought it was cute and current. It sold right away for $20.66. And I did sell this. This is a little clear, it's like semi-clear bag by Vera Bradley. I have had this for well over a year. I don't know why it didn't sell. I thought it was super cute, but it finally sold for $21.77. Maybe someone's going on vacation and need a cute beach bag. I did sell a lot of clothes this week. Most of my clothes are bread and butter, but I thought I would show you this one. Land's End is always a great brand to pick up for basics and just classic dresses like this. They're usually a little bit heavier weight. They definitely have some substance to them. This one sold for $22.76 plus shipping. I found this hat, which I thought was so neat. It is actually a Pittsburgh Penguins like vintage hat. It's Reebok. I priced it what I thought was pretty fair, though no one else had this hat on eBay, $26.95, and it sold just in a few days. Cards Against Humanity, I picked this up with 2 other games for $5. This one was brand new and sealed. I did sell it free shipping, $21.55. It is super heavy because it's cards, but I was able to actually put that into a padded flat rate envelope, so it was only like $8.50 to ship it out. It's not great money, but I have about $1.50 per game, so still good profit. Then I sold these Dollhouse Furniture. These are kid craft wooden dollhouse, and then I did include little Toys R Us family pieces. They're vintage as well. I was super happy with the sale. It comes with a little kitchen, you can see, a little bunk bed, a little living room set with a little lamp, and then the 3 figures. Did sell that for $44.95, and it took about a month to sell. Now, if I had that before Christmas, it would have probably sold even faster, but for it being March, I'm super happy that it sold. Then I sold some stuffies. I love to show you my plush that I sold. This week I sold the little Doug plush from Up. He even has the cone of shame. He's so cute. He sold for $19.79. And then I sold from the Lego 2 movie, Lucy. She's a plush that I picked up at Dirt Cheap for about $1 a piece, and she sold for $9.89. I sold this 2000 Millennium Bear. He sold for $14.80, and he's a Snowflake Bear, so it's kind of an off time for him to sell, but he sold for $14.80. and he weighed over a pound, so he was actually $10 to ship him. So I think that's a really good price. And then I sold just yesterday this super cute Disney princess horse with a cute little pink saddle. She sold for $10.84. And then finally, a little Shopkins. This guy was only like 7 inches tall. It sold for $9.89, and that included free shipping, which was only about $3.50. My low dollar sale of the week, which is still a good sale, was this Chicano rap CD called The Immigrant. It was brand new and sealed. I sold it for $9.86. That included free media mail shipping, which was about $3.20. But hey, I will take every single sale. So this week I will be trying to be more consistent about listing every day. Listing every day is definitely the hardest aspect for me, is making sure I get at least 25 listings every day. There are days I do 50 or 70 listings, but the key is listing daily so that the eBay algorithm sees that I'm on there and active daily. So that is still bane of my existence. I will do it, but I miss days here and there, and I really would like to get to a point where I do it every single day so I can see how it affects the algorithm, if it helps me with eBay or not. So, but I keep missing days because I get busy. I know. Am I disappointed in this week's sales? No, because so much is happening with the world right now, and I'm just thankful for the sales that I do have. I made some good sales already for this week, and hopefully, fingers crossed that they pay, because that will give me a good start for this week already. I wanted to share with you some of the places that I'm going to be this week. I actually have a super busy week on YouTube. On Wednesday, I'm going to be over on the Cap Guys channel. We'll be having a special guest like we do every Wednesday for Hump Day Wednesday Reseller Chat. That's at 7 p.m. Central over on the Cap Guys channel. And then on Thursday, I will be over on Nady Pie Trinkets and Doodads and Backroad Bitter Chuck's channel. They have their Thursday live chat, and I will be joining them this week, which is always like fun and a little mature audience participation kind of show, but it should be good fun, and I'm looking forward to just a lighthearted night. And then I'm super excited that on Friday night I will be over on Rachel Strickland's channel for her Friday night live stream. I'm the special guest, and I'm just so excited to be spending the night hanging out with Rachel and just talking reselling and life, and I think it's going to be a great time. Would love for you to join me on any or all of those live streams. It'd be great if you hit the thumbs up for me. It definitely helps my channel, and I would love to hear what your best and worst sales were for this week and how you're doing. If things in the world are affecting your sales, or if you're doing well this week, would love to hear what's going on in your world. Lots of things coming up this week, and some new videos will be coming out as well. I hope you can join me, and thanks so much for stopping by. Remember, what Rachel Strickland says is treat your business like your business, and we'll see you next time. Bye!